Hello, Cougar fans, and welcome back to Inside the Cougar Den. Today we're joined by Tyler Washington of the men's basketball team. Tyler, it's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you for having me. Really appreciate it.
And after what seems like forever, basketball season is finally here. Men's basketball hosted 2 games this past weekend. What are some of your thoughts on how the team played?
I have some great feelings about our team this year. I think we're young in some areas, but I think our team also has experience in me being a transfer, as well as Coop, who's an all-league player, Gerald, and Jarnell, and a few returners. So, I mean, I think our team is still in the balance a little bit, but I think we all have a lot of faith in each other early, which is good. We know how to fight for one another early, which is good, and that was evident in the Stonehill game. And we really stuck together this weekend. It was a really good test, playing 2 teams from the NE10. Previously, having transferred from that conference, I know how high the competition level is. So it was a good test for us, and I think we could have came out 2-0, but first game jitters are a thing. But besides that, I thought we played well. We battled hard, and we really played as a group in the second game, and that was a majority of what our focus was going into it. So.
You kind of just talked about we're a young team and just the learning curve of that first game jitters.
Yeah.
What adjustments did we make from the first game to the second game?
Well, after watching the film, we saw a lot of one-on-one basketball in the first game. One pass, one shot. Not really running through our stuff. And when we're organized and when we execute, we're really good because we have the talent, both in the returners and older guys like me and Coop and Jarnell, and in the younger guys like Nikas, Mark, Julius. They all contributed, and Tyshawn, everybody really. Everybody really contributed a lot, especially in the second game. So our focus was to really play team basketball in the second game of the weekend, and I think we did a good job of that.
And in that second game, everything was worked for us in the second half, shooting 52% after killing at halftime. What finally started clicking for us?
I think going in the locker room, we really keyed in on what we needed to continue to do. In college basketball, some of the things I learned in my 2 years and now my third year is there's going to be ups and downs. It's a game of runs. It's like that on every level. And in the locker room, we really just were saying stick with it, stick with what coach is telling us to do and what our game plan is. And a big thing of what a good team is learning from their mistakes and correcting it the next game. So I thought we did a good job of that, and I think that was really the catalyst, for us to come out with that win because we really stuck with it. We stayed as a group, and we ran our stuff. And we were organized, and I thought that was the key to winning. And in the locker room, me and Cooper saying to the guys, the game is in the balance right now, and it's going to come down to who wants it more, and we wanted it more. So.
Something that definitely helps out is playing at home in front of our fans. Great turnout this week, and how did they help motivate you?
Oh, our fans were great, man. Being from New Jersey and being away from New Jersey for the past 2 years at college, I played basketball, all high school basketball in New Jersey, so I love how the atmosphere is in this state. It's a great basketball state, and a school like this with so much history in basketball, Coach Carino, it was great. It was a great turnout. There's a lot of good competition here this weekend. But I thought our fans were wonderful. It's good to see people back because of COVID. But and especially for me, I haven't played in a whole year because I sat out due to COVID. So it was exhilarating. It was a lot of fun, and I enjoyed it. And I hope our fans continue to come through because we're going to be a good ball club this year.
And 2 games into the season, you're top 3 on the team in assists and rebounds. What do you see your role on the team being?
Assists. I mean, I'm a really all-around player. I can do everything. I'm a bigger guard, which helps for sure, especially in this league. There's some big guards, especially the 2 teams we played against. So, that was a focus that Coach Carino asked me to look into is, rebound the ball offensively and defensively. And just getting assists is just a natural part of my game. I think I'm a pretty unselfish player, have a good feel for the game. But in terms of my role, just be an all-around player, hit open shots. My shot was not falling this weekend, but it will in future games. But, to hit shots, support my teammates, get us organized, be a leader, and do the little things like you were saying, rebound and get assists, and score the ball when needed. So, I think we have a pretty good balance on our team, and people know what their role is for the most part. So I think that's a big part of what my role is on our team, and I've accepted that role, and I'm comfortable in it because at the end of the day, you just want the W. So.
Absolutely. And this weekend, we're going to Dominican College to play Bridgeport and Mercy.
Mm-hmm.
What are you guys expecting to see from those 2 teams?
Yeah, those are 2 tough teams. Bridgeport actually edged out Goldie Beacom, who's in our conference. They're a pretty good team, so they're going to be coming in thinking they could do the same thing to us. But we have other plans for them. Obviously, Coach Carino close to his 600th win, so hopefully we could get him that this weekend. That would be a pretty cool milestone for him with all the history he has here. But those are 2 good teams, and we're going into it with the same mindset. Stay organized, stay as a group, And when we do what we have to do and focus on us, we're a really good team. So that's our focus going into it, and hopefully we can come out 2-0.
All right, well, perfect. Thank you so much. The men's basketball team plays Bridgeport on Saturday and Mercy on Sunday.